With the ButtKicker Gamer2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. ButtKicker, the future is feeling.
Welcome, race fans, here to another exciting night of racing here with World Series of Sim Racing League, as we are going to be taking on the good old home state of Texas Motor Speedway here tonight for round number 2, brought to you by good old Cody Cox here. We are going to bring good old Cody Cox down in that 54 here, as he's a proud sponsor of tonight's race here. Bring up his logo here. We got Cody Glenn Cox Music at Real Country Music at Cody Glenn Cox Music. Check them out there on Facebook. You can see it's at Cody Glenn Cox Music. But all right, well, let's bring him down very shortly here. We are going to be here with good old Lee's going to be joining me up here in the booth again, where we're going to get nothing but freaky crazy, have some barbecue here at Texas.
Why did you have to bring up barbecue? I wasn't hungry until now. You talk about Texas barbecue, and that's all I can think about. Some good old barbecue. Yes, we're at Texas Motor Speedway Week 2 here at the World Series of Sim Racing, and what an exciting week we had last week.
Oh, most definitely. But, well, we can also here very shortly, we'll bring up a special thing that Lee has made for the league. We will go back and watch the recap if you happen to miss last week's race. We got a little bit of a recap here, so I will bring this up so everybody enjoy this recap as get you caught up to what we seen last week at Michigan.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, it's jam.
Welcome, race fans, here to good old Michigan with World Series of Sim Racing League. Green flag is out. Here we go, freaky time. Oh, we have a wreck. Oh no, Nick Crawford. Oh, hang on. And they do not got a fast repair either.
Oh, we got a big spin going on.
Oh, Brandon Clark was, he is getting demolished. Oh, and the 74 and nowhere for the 76 to go.
45 of 125 laps complete here at Michigan International Speedway. And Cedric has come up fairly quickly now, a close 4th spot behind Larry.
Yeah, it's going to come down to fuel. We stay green. This could come down to fuel mileage gain. How long does Zach stay out and Levi and Stan and James Hackworth and John there?
Yep, so the top 5 did not pit. That's going to be Zach, Levi, Sean, James Hackworth Jr., and in 5th position, John Held.
The other guys had to pit. They're going to be maybe 6 laps short, 5 laps short, and you can't save that much fuel, no matter how hard you try.
On the radio said he's pitting this time. It's right at 50 laps. since his previous pit stop. So the leader, Zach Hall, the number 5 car, coming in for a pit this time around. Zach on the radio was just talking about almost blowing his engine in pit road because of how hot it was.
Yeah, the whole game just changed. We have a yellow. James, he slides up. He hits the outside wall, takes it on the inside coming out of turn 2. The Wonder Bread is going to get mayonnaise and mustard and sweet bologna and cheese and get eaten up by Michigan International Speedway. Everything we were talking about is out the window.
Yeah, everything we said the past hour and 15 minutes or so, just forget it all. We're going to start fresh. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the last 21 laps at Michigan International Speedway, and it's a whole new race. Listen to those engines revving up, hitting the start-finish line. 17 to go to the finish with Brian Johnson, Cedric Hunter, Larry Yingling, Chuck Sweating, and Levi Cox, your top 5. Larry jumps down to the inside, looking to overtake Brian Johnson. Cedric Hunter has dropped back to 4th position as Levi Cox now in 3rd, pushing Larry Yingling. Race for the lead. Larry coming hard off of turn 2 down the backstretch. Brian dropping in behind him, now taking the high side, going into 3. Brian Johnson to the inside of Larry Yingling, looking to take that lead, going into turn number 1. Cedric right behind Larry Yingling, did not follow his partner, but now into the bottom groove behind Brian. Into the wall. A little kiss there from Larry Yingling, and now back to 3rd place.
Oh, we got somebody blinked out. Oh, Chuck's blinking. We don't want blinking. Yeah, you can see Troy's backing off.
And that hurts Troy, because if he can hook up with Chuck, they have a chance to catch the leaders of Brian and Cedric. But blinking like that, you cannot hook up for a draft. 3.5 to go. Leaders down the backstretch. Brian Johnson continuing with Cedric Hunter. Chuck Sweeting at 0.7 seconds behind, trying to make it up.
Yeah, you can see Cedric is looking a little stronger there through 3 and 4, but he loses all his ground in 1 and 2. As we watch him come across, the white flag is out here tonight here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting at World Series of Sim Racing League. And our defending champion looks like he's gonna start off season 2 here at World Series Sim Racing League with a win. Congratulations to the top 3 of Brian Johnson bringing it home in 1st place, with Cedric Hunter 2nd, and Chuck Tweeding is going to bring it home 3rd. All right, and that was a little race recap from last week at good old Michigan, brought to you by Lee. Thank you very much, Lee. That was an awesome recap, but we are right now into qualifying here, but I hope everybody enjoyed that, man. But let's see, we do got Cody Cox. I don't know, is he out on the track? I don't know if he is or if he isn't. Yes, he is. We'll wait for him to finish off his, and then we'll bring him up and have a little bit of conversation with him as he's sponsoring tonight's race. Like Cody is done there. Cody, Robert up here in the booth. Got a copy of there, quick, buddy?
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey, man. Well, congratulations, man. Thank you for sponsoring tonight's race here. We got your logo up there. Cody Glenn Cox Music, real country music, and they can find you at Cody Glenn Cox Music. Give us a little bit of information before you go into tonight's race here about your music experience.
Yeah, I've been playing music since I was a senior in high school. I guess that's probably 12 years, 13 years. But I play anything from Waylon Jennings and George Strait up to Garth Brooks. I stop about 90s country. I don't really deal with anything that's on the radio nowadays. I just don't consider that to be real country.
You're like me. You like the old country, 80s and 90s.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I'm mixing a little, Tom Petty and Leonard Skinner and things of that sort, Southern rock and some classical.
Right. Yeah. Well, man, that is awesome, man. I went over and looked at your Facebook page and listened to some of your stuff last week, and I was like, dang! I didn't know you did that. That is pretty decent. And I watched the one the respects to good old late legend there of Kenny Rogers.
Yeah. I did the Gambler. I had some people message me the day he passed and asked me to do a tribute. And I'd never played that song before that video. In fact, I probably looked at the chords maybe 10 minutes before I did that video. So just kind of a green version of it, but I wanted to pay some tribute to the Gambler herself. So.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, hey, I want to say I know you got less than a minute here to go. How's the car out there for you tonight here at home Texas here? How are you going to feel out there tonight, bud?
It's getting better. I'm still learning a lot from my brother Levi. Just progressing week to week, and if we can bring it home top 15 tonight, I'll be happy.
Well, tell your brother I need some Mountain Dew. I mean,
Yeah.
Come on, man.
We both work for Pepsi.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, since Levi's not helping me, Cody, can you help me and send me some Diet Mountain Dew, please?
Yeah, you give me an address, buddy.
All right, buddy. Well, hey, I wish you and your brother the best of luck out there tonight, and hopefully we'll get to talk to you in the top 3.
Hey, appreciate it. I'm gonna give a shout out to Larry and Brandon as well for their help.
Oh, no problem. Yep. All right, man. Well, good luck, and we'll move you up here and have some fun here tonight at the new layout here of Texas.
All right, buddy. Appreciate it.
All right. Give me 1 second. I got to find it. There we go. All right, Lee. That is good old... I forgot Cody is actually...
Yeah.
I actually forgot that's Levi's brother. I actually totally slipped my mind. That was his brother, but... All right, well, looks like we're getting ready to roll here. Qualifying is over, so let's bring up our starting grid here tonight with World Series of Sim Racing League. As we got Larry, the beer man, starting there on the pole with a 28.489. Brian Johnson, our last week's race winner in category E5 Sports, is going to start right behind him, with Chuck finishing third last week, actually right behind Cedric, is going to start third. Fourth is Levi Cox. Fifth is going to go to Brandon Clark. Sixth is going to be Nick Crawford. Corey Blevins is going to be seventh. Jeff Gilmore. I don't know why his last name's not showing. Oh, wait. Is that Jeff Gilmore? This is in the 97. Oh, that's Jeff Hollingsworth. My bad. Starting in eighth there. I'm not sure why his last name's not showing up. We got Troy starting in ninth. Zach Hall is going to start 10th. He finished 10th last week. Alex is going to start 11th, with Joseph, that was not in the field last week, had some computer problems, is going to start 12th. So that's your top 12, and we will run through the rest of the starting grid here tonight and see. It looks like we got a total of 31 cars taking the field. So we're also going to bring up real quick before, as they're getting ready to pace around, let's bring up our tonight's... That's not what I wanted. Where's the champion? Oh, my bad. I hit the wrong button. Let me show this. There we go. All right, and here's your top 20 in points. Brian Johnson's going to be first place there with 46 points with the win last week. Cedric Hunter, Chuck, Troy. Larry's going to be fifth in the points with 37 points. Nick Crawford, 6th. 7th is Levi. Ryan Kelly, 8th. And Jonathan is going to be 9th in points, and Zach Hall is your top 10, and you can see the rest of your drivers. So, all right, well, I think we got everything caught up here now as we're getting ready to go green here tonight with these guys. All right, Lee. Well, what are we expecting for tonight's race here, buddy?
Tonight's race, Texas, an interesting track. You can pretty much run it wide open on 3 and 4. The tri-oval is going to be one factor for concern tonight. It's going to be a place where you're going to see a lot of passes. You're going to try to want to go as straight as possible through that tri-oval. The most treacherous area, going into 1 and coming out of 2. Until the tires warm up, and once they are starting to go, it gets the back end wants to slide out going into 1, and it wants to drive out from underneath itself coming out of 2. So 1 and 2 is going to be an interesting area. It's also where the most passes happen, just from some people ever so slightly having to get out of it coming into 1 and 2, someone can slide up underneath them. So going to be a great race, going to be a race of patience. As here we go, green flag, Robert.
All right, green flag is out as Larry's going to send them down on the inside, down into turn 1 here at the new remodel scan that iRacing gave us of Texas Motor Speedway. And you can see Brian Johnson on the outside. We got Levi Cox is going to be looking down up underneath there, as looks like Brian Johnson there. Lee is going to try to have his friend, his teammate there of, who's that back there? That's Nick. Well, that didn't work out so well. I thought Nick was going to be able to latch on to Brian there.
Larry Yingling crossing the start-finish line, going to take that first spot in the first lap, followed by Chuck Sweeting in the 28 car. And then last week's winner, Brian Johnson, sorry, he's in the 28 car, 26 is Chuck Sweeting. Johnson making the move to the inside, looking to take that second position, following Larry Yingling, who was the fastest in practice, the fastest in qualifying, and was a factor up until about 5 to go last week when he kissed the outside wall coming out of turn 4.
Yeah, well, let's hopefully he doesn't do no kiss except kissing that checkered flag at the end of tonight's race. Go back.
And it was his to lose too. He ran strong the entire race, and just that one slight miscalculation not only cost him the race, but cost him valuable points.
Yeah, and if we would go back and talk to him, I think a lot of that had to do with I think he was just pushing the car too hard last week. And unfortunately, he had the wall.
Lap number 4, Larry Yingling remaining in the lead. The fight is for second, Brian Johnson and number 99, Levi Cox. Cox going to take second, being followed by 85, Brandon Clark, looking to follow into third, and does. And the 28 of Brian Johnson falls back to 4th position.
Whoa! Was that a wiggle, wiggle, kiss, kiss? Because he was, oh my goodness.
Yeah, Levi Cox, that was that tail end coming out of 2, giving him the wiggle, and it's now fallen back. It continues to lose positions.
Yeah, and that's going to hurt the tires too. It's something we don't talk about much, but, you know, doing that with them tires, you know, keep scuffing them off like that, man, Lee, and eventually you're going to feel it. As you can see, we are in the late afternoon, early evening, and we're going to be going from a transitional race. You can see the beautiful outline sky there, as it's going to go from late afternoon to nighttime. So the time this race ends, we will be under the lights, which is going to change the way these cars handle, the way they balance and different. So I think a lot of these guys, what they need to do, Lee, is just ride, you know, ride where you're at, and hopefully, you know, some of these guys might, you're going to see some comers and goers, I guess is what I'm saying, is you're going to see some guys fast here early, and then some guys might fall off, because once you get into nighttime, it changes the balance of these cars.
It sure does. It looks like everyone's kind of fallen into that groove now, and got the tires nice and warm and just racing this track. There's nobody really pushing hard at the moment. You know, the contention still stays up front with the front 4 cars. The rest of the field content with sitting back and watching the number 26 of Chuck Sweeting. See, you got me doing it now. In 5th position, followed by Nick Crawford. Crawford falling back to 7th now, being passed by Levi Cox.
Oh, I love it. Well, let's give a shout out to Joseph too. You didn't get to see him. He's one of the regular drivers here with category with Driven Motorsports in that number 32. He is the guy that I said that is one of them drivers that can always be up in the front, and then it seems like the monkey on his back punches him in the face and says, "You're not going to win." That's basically what I can say.
Yeah, I remember seeing this car in practice this afternoon and saying, I don't remember him from the first race. So, yeah, Joseph McWhorter.
Yeah, he is
in the 9th position.
Yeah, he's a cat himself. I'll tell you, he's something else. As we come back through the field, last week's runner-up, Cedric Hunter in that Hello Kitty. We have to give him a shout-out. Make sure your daughter sees that Hello Kitty hot pink car. Back here running in 14th positions, up 7 positions so far here. See who else we got there.
Jeff Gilmore right behind him, 1.4 seconds off the lead, number 57. Gilmore having to contend with the number 38 machine of Richard Swavely.
Yes, Richard running a different paint scheme. He's running a good old Jim Beams there. Make sure you check him out on Facebook. I forget what his... he's streaming this in car. I know that on Facebook. I do know that. Come back here to Troy. Troy had a little hiccup there, Lee. I was going to go back to him, but on lap number 2, that car got loose of what happened to Levi, and he saved it, but Team USA is falling back. We also got Dude Conroy back here. Everybody knows Dude, so, and he's a funny cat too. Will back here in that 83 from the Mid-South, back here running in 20th position. Who else do we got back here?
The 64 of John Mullins running in now 20th position. The bright green car. I enjoy that bright green, bright yellow paint on cars. I don't know, something that just you wouldn't see each and every day, but I would still love to own a car that color green.
I'm a big neon color. Anything neon is my cup of tea.
Hey, we grew up in the 80s, baby. What do you expect?
That's right. Oh, we have a yellow.
Oh, what happened there?
Looks like the 16, or no, the 14 of, who is that? They're falling down. Where am I scoring? That's a new driver. I don't know who that is. Well, we'll see here. Oh, he's come out. Oh, he hit the wall, and it sent him on coming out of turn 2 here, Lee, and oh, hard into the wall. Man, did he ever impact the front of that car, and 9 out of 10, that motor is done. And he had to call for a tow, it looks like. So, yep, he automatically took it right to pit road and said, I think I'm done. Unfortunately, Michaels, I don't know who that is, so I do apologize. New driver to the lead. Oh, we have a new leader? Brandon Clark. Oh, Brandon Clark took the lead there, Lee.
Yeah, we're just missing all kinds of stuff tonight. I don't know what is up.
We're sleeping. We're sleeping, but yes, Keith, Ken. All right, Ken out there on Facebook. That's right. Thank you. It's Rickman Racing. That's Richard there in the 38. He streams in car all his races of anything. So you can go over there and give him a follow and a like on his page over there. He does a lot of racing and a lot of streaming. But looks like everybody's coming down to make a pit stop here. It doesn't look like anybody's staying out from the looks of it.
Yeah, and I was trying to get back to where the lead was changed hands, but I cannot find anything on that. This has not been my night for video coherence.
Oh, we all have them nights. I have them every night, but we have nights like that.
So every single car coming into pit road, and that's smart. You know, there's nobody that's going to try to push, nobody that's going to try to gamble with strategy. We're only on lap 17 of 167 laps, so right at 150 to go. No need to push it tonight, so everyone pulls in, takes that pit stop, and comes out with Brandon Clark, our new leader here in Texas.
Yeah, with Brian Johnson there in the back. Also, to let everybody know, 2 things. One, you can go over on Facebook. There is a poll up. I put up, will Brian Johnson take it back-to-back? Yes or no? Will he win tonight's race? Talking to him earlier, Lee, he said the draft is not going to be his friend. That's all he said. So we'll have to see where that all plays out. And 2, we also have the new chat there on down in the center of the screen. If you're on YouTube side of things and you're talking and you're on Facebook, you can interact with each other now and talk together. So we're not having 2 different platforms trying to answer 2 different questions, and one platform gets kind of lost because they're like, well, what the heck's he talking about, when I'm actually answering a question over on YouTube. So something new for the viewerships.
Well, and I've only been involved with this, I believe this makes a week now tonight. I appreciate everything that you do and a great job that you do here with Freaky Fast Broadcasting. And I love the fact that you guys just let someone like me come aboard, give me a shot, and we get to have fun now multiple nights a week.
Well, we're happy to have you, man, because you know how to call the action. As we're going to see tonight, if Clark doesn't have to worry about getting one bite into the wall like he did last week.
Yeah, Brandon Clark last week getting into the wall, getting pushed through the field in one of the earlier incidents. So trying to stay up in that lead position, lead a few laps here, 1 to go to green at the late green. And they just pulled off. Here we go.
All right, pace car is in. We're going back green here at World Series of Sim Racing League as green flag is out.
What a start by Brandon Clark. And just pulls off Larry Yingling following him. And they will come out 1-2 going into turn number 1. In third position, Brian Johnson, Levi Cox falling in the 4th. Corey Blevin now up to 5th. And first through 5th in a straight line, and it looks like possibly Clark and Yingling trying to hook up here. Maybe get a little bit of distance. That treacherous tri-oval. Trying to keep as straight a trajectory through that as possible. And hit the apex. Coming out of turn number 2. Man, did you watch the space launch today? Let's throw some history in this.
Yeah, yes, I did. I made sure I did.
Man, it was a historic. Oh, we got a caution.
All right, well, we'll go back to that here. We'll see what happened with the caution, as it looks like Danny was involved into this one. Let's see what happens to Danny here. I think he's got coming out of 2. That thing just slide kicks out like you were saying earlier there, Lee, in that 18. And outside wall, hard hit. Spins it around. We got James Hackworth ducking down onto the inside. Looks like he's going to clear no problem, but that auto parts needs new parts.
Sure does, and we got another caution here on lap number 21.
Yeah, I think that's going to be, you were saying it earlier, coming out of 3 is it's pretty tricky, but you can get such a momentum run coming through 1 and 2 that if you get back on the gas too soon, it's gonna kick that rear end out, and on cold tires, it's really gonna make the car loose until about 7 to 8 laps until the air pressure gets up, and and then it starts gripping for them, and the car actually starts balancing out the way it is. But your first 6 to 7 laps are a handful.
They really are. You've got to get those tires warmed up, and that's gonna help you stay into to stick to the bottom of the track going into 1, and then that exit coming out of 2. And until those tires warm up, you give it too much gas coming out of 2 before you get those facing perpendicular. You're going to spin it around each and every time.
Yes. It's all about throttle play, throttle control. Drive these cars with your foot and not with your, with the, I don't know, where am I going with that?
Man, I have no idea.
Neither
Tonight
do
is
I.
a weird night.
You want to drive it with your foot and not with your, I don't know where to go with that. It sounds good. I just now I got myself in a cluster. I'm trying to think out loud here.
And you've got the theory down, and anyone that's raced this track any at all understands that when you come out of turn number 2, until you are facing north and south, coming down the backstretch, you cannot get fully into that throttle, or you will power the back end on around and spin it into the wall. It's what happens when you race these cars on this track, especially with new tires.
Yes, and this is what iRacing offers us with the V7s. I know everybody hears it on other broadcasts, you know, and we talk about it too, but this new version of tires, we've talked about it a lot, Lee. There's something missing with these cars and these tires. I think they need to adjust it a little bit, and iRacing's working on it, and they're getting it better. It's just something's not there yet. I don't know what it is. The drivers don't even know what it is yet, but there's just something that makes it, you know, I don't know, not feel the way it should.
Well, I think one of the things is the precision driving that is rewarded with iRacing, and that's where it is. You've got to drive right there on the inside of the edge, where on some other racing sims you could drive on the edge, maybe a little bit over, and overdrive the car, but be able to correct it. With iRacing, if you overdrive the car, you're going to spin around, or you're going to drive up into the wall. So there's not as much room for error and not as much room to bring it out of oversteer. So I think that's part of the issue as well.
Very well said. And like Ken says out there, you know, you seat of instead of, you drive it with the throttle and not the seat of your pants. Very well. Thank you. That works. That works. I'll take that. I'm gonna take that and run with it.
Yep. Just sums up the past 3
Right.
laps.
Yep.
Look at the sky. The sky looking outstanding. That's one thing. The graphics engine of iRacing, no one can beat it. No one can beat the competition of iRacing. No one can beat the variety of iRacing. So, I mean, hands down, iRacing is in my opinion, the #1 sim on the market, especially when you're looking at the competitive edge, you're looking at the variety edge, when you're looking at all that. We can talk about all the nuances that aggravate us, but when it comes for my money, I have no problem paying them each and every time my subscription needs to renew.
Amen. I agree with you 100%. You know, the content that they offer us for any, and it doesn't matter what kind of racing you like, except for drag racing, which don't be surprised. I bet you they got that in the works somewhere along the line. But
so much.
Yeah, I you know, they offer everything from you name it. Soon there's going to be boat racing, I would be imagining. They're probably going to have lakes out there that we're going to be able to go race boats. Wouldn't that be fun?
That'd be interesting. Some of those drag boats, or even the big hydrofoils when they had those races.
Yes, yeah, I remember, man. Them things are fun, man. Can you imagine? Oh, that would be fun. iRacing, if you're listening to us.
Hydrofoils.
That's right.
Pace car is off.
Green flag is out.
Start by Brandon Clark. 85 machine and Larry Yingling right behind him. We're going to settle into the top 3. Just as before, Brandon, Larry, and Brian. Levi Cox, number 4. Mark Whitley in the number 77 machine settles into the 5th position.
Yes, Mark is actually looking on the inside there of Levi Cox. He wants to take 4th position. See if he can get that pass done there coming out of 4. I don't know if he's going to be able to, and it does. Yes, he does clear him. As everybody sets in sail, we're riding inside with Mark right now in that 77. And you can see how smooth he is going through 1 and 2. Let's ride with him going through 3 and 4. Listen to them tires. And then, you know, you listen to the humming of the tires. That tells you how much they're scrubbing the tires. The less that you hear, the better off you are.
Yeah, and everyone just coming out with the pit stop. So, you know, not really having a long run just yet. Wanting to save those tires. And the sun's starting to go down. The lights starting to light up. Uh-oh.
Oh, hello, Kitty is just got kitty litter Bob Skinner, Dude Conroy, sorry Lee, didn't mean to interrupt you there, but there was a huge wreck with Dude in the 8. Let's go back and see. Let's slow this down here. Let me see if I can find... Yeah, let's see what happens to that 8 car. Yorkville guitar. Yeah, he hits the wall. Oh, he slid out, hit the wall. And then he collects the 10, collects the 13. Who is that? Oh, Zach Hall got collected. Oh, man. Cedric Hunter took the brunt of this one. Look at this. Right back in front. Lost the front end. Zach Hall runs in back of... Oh, man. I think the Hello Kitty car is hello gone there, Lee.
Absolutely is. And I got to look and see. I'm not sure. We have no fast repair. So, yeah.
No.
The Hello Kitty car is out. Yeah, I forgot. This league is... It is serious. You talk about a simulation. When you're done, you're done.
Yes. Oh, that's a shame, Kevin. Kevin Hash got a little bit too late. Got home late. He was going to run tonight's race, but that's okay. He's tuning in. We look at our poll here. People put up, like I said there, Lee, if Brian's going to win back-to-back, and right now, 10 votes say no. 77% to 23% say no. Brian Johnson is not going to win back-to-back races.
Well, when you look at the field, and especially for the people that know this league and have watched this league and these drivers, and even someone just like me who only came in and started observing last week, you know, with guys like Brandon Clark, Larry Yingling, Mark Whitley, Levi Cox running as strong as they are, and then you look back in the field at like John Mullins and Chuck Sweating and some other Zach Hall, you know they still got some left in the tank as well. So this is still a wide open race, and you have so many individuals that could pull one out here tonight. The odds are stacked against Brian Johnson.
Yes. I agree with you. And tonight, I'm actually rooting on Joseph. A lot of people have been rooting on Joseph. I would love to see that 32 car in victory lane. He deserves to be in there. You're going to learn real fast here, Lee, of the luck that 32 car has. It's just not there.
I love the green wheels, though.
Oh, he comes up with some funky stuff. Bioside sponsors that car, so they are a big gaming community, actually. They play a lot of iRacing. What's that other one, that other game that we were talking about last week?
Wreckfest.
Yes, Wreckfest.
Love
things like
Wreckfest.
that. Yep, so...
Played me some Wreckfest this week as well.
Oh, well, I know right after this race, that 32 car is going to be packing it up and heading over to Wreckfest. That I can guarantee you that much. Because that's what he does after the race. He goes and plays Wreckfest.
It's the perfect way to calm down. You can either go that route or you can go American trucking truck simulator. You know, you can either go on the long haul to simmer down after one of these races, or you can go wreck stuff and get it over with quickly.
I would go wreck stuff, but that's me. Because if I'd hop in the truck, I'd go wreck the truck. I'd go find somebody to run over.
It's a great time, though, for people like us who enjoy these simulators and be able to experience something from the comfort of our own home that we never would in real life. And there's such a variety from, you know, racing to truck driving to flying a plane to whatever. It's just a great time in society.
And we got a reply on Facebook from Cedric Hunter. The Hello Kitty car there says the race is done. The Hello Kitty has to go behind the wall. Well, you know what? He finished second last week, so I guess, you know, it's going to hurt him, but it's going to, you know, it's not going to help him in points, of course, but having a good, strong first race is going to kind of equal that out, I guess, is the best way to look at it, maybe?
Yeah, and when you look at it being a full season, and you look at the points at it that way, you like to think of it as maybe college football, where every week counts. There's not a off week. There's not a week that you can afford to take a loss, but you can afford in a packed field like this to have one low finish, get what points you can, and then be able to make it up with some outstanding finishes throughout the rest of the season. We're still way early in this.
Yes, well, they run a 12-week season. Playoffs start with the last 4 races, so they don't got many weeks of their lead, you know what I mean? So every race, counts, and you start packing in 30-some cars, race in and race out. Points can actually start, you know what I mean, bud? But
yeah, I understand. Green flag.
Green flag is out as Clark in that 85 is gonna take off here with Brian Johnson on the inside.
Yeah, Larry Yingling had another great start in second position, followed right behind Brandon Clark, and it's just like before. Brandon Clark, Larry Yingling, Brian Johnson, 1, 2, 3. Looks like the 99. Was that the 99?
Of Levi?
Yeah, Levi Cox trying to dive in there and take up position. Yep.
And at 54, Cody Cox's brother is just right behind him there, with Mark in between these guys right now, it looks like. As we're getting single file now, it looks like everybody's starting to get in line. And I think we're going to start seeing some green flag racing here. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the time where we're going to start seeing some green flag racing, if they can get about 7 laps on their tires.
Levi Cox, little while coming out of 4, gave up that position to number 28, Brian Johnson, still falling back a little bit, with Mark Whitley on the inside, going to take over the 4th position.
Ooh, we got a 3-way battle. Back here in 9th, 7th, 8th, 9th. Oh! The 38 just got into Cody Cox. They both saved it, but ooh, geez.
The 38 of Richard Swaley.
Wow.
And he's losing a lot of positions now.
Yeah, look at this. Now we got a hornet's nest back here. 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th. Chuck's trying to work the traffic up here. He's going to fall behind Jeff in that 97. Wow, these cars look wicked loose coming out of turn 4, man.
They really do. And I wouldn't want to be stuck up on the outside. 21 Nick Crawford, kind of up there in no man's land. He's riding a way high line.
Well, you know, the other problem too with this track is it's not a self-cleaning track. So if something happens, the car's gonna wind up blocking the track. You know, either they're gonna go up or go down. Because look at Nick. Oh, he's just, oh my goodness, a 64. Oh, don't hit the apron. Oh man, you don't want to hit that line. That upsets the car really bad.
Yep, across the start-finish line. Tight little battle back around the 14th position. Nice run for 21 Nick Crawford.
Oh, we have an accident. We have a huge one. Oh. Wow, we have a lot of cars involved in there. Mike. Let's go back and see if we can see what happens here.
18 of Danny Lawson involved.
Yeah, you can see. Oh, man. I don't know if we can go back a little bit more. Let's go back. Yeah, here we go. You can see, oh, Mike, the car acted stupid on him there. Nice, and right into the wall. Cody Cox nowhere to go. Right in front of the TV camera that Will was involved. The 54 just uplifted the back of the wheels right off the track. Christopher Miller, I think, was involved. Who else was involved? I don't think, oh yeah, the 18. Who's in the 18 again? Oh, Danny. Okay. Whew. Wow. This track is beating up the cars.
So it looks like it all started with the 54, possibly, of Cody Cox. Coming down and touching the 5 of Zach Hall. And then just chaos ensues.
Yeah, this track is eating them up and spitting them out, man.
And it's a track that'll do it. Most everyone making a pit stop at this point in time.
Tires.
Oh yeah, and that's why we're seeing the slips and slides that we are, as those tires are starting to wear away, or not starting to. They're pretty slick right now, and if you're not perpendicular, again, if you're not straight up and down when you get ready to go down those straightaways and you get too hard in, you're going to push that tail end on around. The 28 of Brian Johnson going to stay out, so last week's winner choosing to stay out.
Well, and this is a how can I say it? This is unusual for this league. This league don't have this many yellows, so I'm gonna have to chalk it up to the track, the new layout, grip wise probably. I don't know what the weather looks like. I can bring up the weather here for us, Lee, and see.
Partly cloudy, relative humidity of 48%, 0% fog, wind 7 miles an hour out of the south, 68 degree wind temperature, 71 degree track temperature.
71. Well, okay. That's pretty low for the track. Again, I talked to Zach and Brian before the race and got some info of what they were giving me, and they said you can run these cars wide open for probably a good 5 to 6 laps. But the problem is you don't want to do that on new tires. And eventually on a long run, you're going to have to start blipping that throttle to get that front end to set, to turn, to come out. And if you drive it too deep in and you get off the gas, now you're too far in. You know what I mean? And then you got to make a decision of get way out of the gas. I just got a funny feeling here, Lee, that once we get under the nighttime, we're seeing the transition right now. We're seeing cars, go from loose to tight, and some are going from tight to loose. So I believe we're getting there, honestly. I think we're going to see here very shortly some long green flag run. I really wouldn't be surprised if we don't.
Yeah, when the nighttime comes out, once those tires get warmed up, it is easier to stick to the track. You can pretty much stay into the throttle with a little flutter here and there. So we should see longer green flag runs now that the sun is set, the lights are up, and the track temperature now falling to 70 degrees. So this continue to fall a little bit. So once the tires get good and warmed up, you can make those last a wee bit longer.
Right. I agree. Well, you know what we'll do too here, and I said it last week, we didn't get to do it, but we're going to do it tonight. We're going to bring somebody. Hopefully you don't see another yellow, but if we do, I will grab somebody and bring them up, and we'll get some input from a driver down on the track of what are they battling with, or what people are struggling with out there.
Yeah, that'd be some useful information of exactly what they are feeling out there.
Yeah, because there's stuff on the line. There's a championship ring that's on the line here at this league. So if you're, looking for a league on a Saturday night, runs Gen 6 cars, runs no fast repairs, fixed setup, make sure you check these guys out over on Facebook at World Series of Sim Racing League, or go to iRacing, and under the iRacing portal, look up World Series of Sim Racing League, of course, and put your application in, and somebody will contact you and see about joining the league.
Leagues are fun. I enjoy racing in the leagues and having that competition week in, week out. I also enjoy the official races, because you never know who you're going to get unless you get in that bottom split. Then it is not as fun as it probably should be.
Yes. Well, it should be.
Here we go.
Green flag
That's
is
cut
out.
off.
No, it's not out yet. All right, now it's out.
Start. Brian Johnson, hard into the throttle. Taking it across the start-finish line and getting a big lead out there. Larry Yingling looking to follow, going into second place, going to go underneath the 85 of Brandon Clark. Coming out of 2, it is Brian Johnson in first. Yingling second. Brandon Clark in third. Yingling it out. Drop it to the inside. Going into 3. Looking to overtake Brian Johnson. Exiting turn 4. Johnson going to fall back into second position with Larry Yingling taking the lead across the stripe and headed down into turn number 1.
Wow.
Still 2 second.
Wow, did you see that power move out of that 67?
Yeah, I don't know where he keeps the nitrous on that car, but Yingling seems to have another gear that some of these other cars just do not have. I don't know what he does. These are fixed setups, but he just seems to have that speed. But now we're starting to see the 85 of Brandon Clark catching up to the back end of Yingling. Exiting turn number 2, Larry Yingling.
Well, I would have to say that this has to do with tires. Brian's last pit stop was on lap 16. All these guys put it on lap 38, so you can see right there what different. Oh, never mind. We have a yellow. As we'll see who that was involved with.
Was that the number 10?
Was it? I don't know. I'm not showing no data.
Let's see here.
Let me see here. His name's not coming up, so we'll do it this way. It looks like it's the 10.
Sean Chessman.
Let's see here. He has no front end. I'm not sure here. Is that who it is? I'm not seeing. Let's go.
My replay does not like me tonight.
No, it was. No, it wasn't him. What was he? No, he's slowing down. I don't know. My data's not showing. I wonder if that was a administrator caution. Maybe something happened because I'm not seeing anything.
All right, I've got a little better view here now. It looks like my replay keeps wanting to jump to scenic instead of anything else.
I think that's an iRacing bug with the camera pack that they have. This camera pack that's in the new Texas was built for Fox because of being live on Fox Sports when we were under the coronavirus. So,
gotcha. Well then,
I didn't see nothing. I don't even see any cars. Jeff Gilmore's coming out of pit road. Cody Cox, dude. Yeah, I don't. That might have been Administrator Yellow, everybody. I am not sure, but we'll get ready to do our famous cranker up too. We have to do some cranker up surround sound brought to you by the ButtKicker. Make sure you go over and check out the ButtKicker at thebuttkicker.com and go and order the game version 2, or they call it the gamer. I believe that's what it's called. But anyways, go over there and order that, and make sure you use the promo code FreakyFast20 with 2 E's, not EA. Again, it's FreakyFast20 to get 20% off your complete order of anything actually over there. Awesome software for sim racing, FPS games, any kind of game actually. It's great software and easy to install. It's just a couple wires and you're up and running.
Lap 47 complete of 167. Larry Yingling in the lead after the yellow. Brandon Clark in second. Levi Cox in third. Brian Johnson, last week's winner, in fourth. And Joseph McQuarter in fifth position in the number 32 machine with those bright green wheels. I like that car.
Yeah, it's a nice looking car. I can check it out. Biocide sponsor. Hey Jason, yeah man, check these guys out. Might be interesting in joining this league, man. I'm telling you, it's a great league. Really great league. Cody Glenn Cox, he says he got, yeah, we seen that, man. Unfortunately, tonight's sponsor, Cody Glenn Cox out there on Facebook. Make sure you check out his web page over there on Facebook. Tonight's proud sponsor of tonight's race. Yeah, Jason says he always likes the Freaky Bunch. We're not the Brady Bunch, we're the Freaky Bunch. Hey, I kind of like
Freaky
that.
Bunch.
I kind of like that. The Freaky Bunch. That is, yeah. I like
so I'm
that.
looking at the 54 of Cody Cox setting into the pits now, and lots of damage. No telling how long he's going to have to sit there. Tough night.
Tough night. Oh, we're going back green here. 48 laps in the books, getting ready to start lap 49 of 167 here at World Series of Sim Racing League. And then we're going to do a little cranker up. Who do we want to cranker up with here tonight? It's a question.
I think we should go with last week's winner, number 28, Brian Johnson.
All right. That's what we're going to do. Brought to you by the ButtKicker. But we'll be right back. Enjoy the sights and sounds here at Texas Motor Speedway. We are back after a quick cranker up. Hopefully everybody enjoyed that as we watch Brian trying to hold off Mark there, Lee.
Yeah, it's been an interesting battle in these top 5 cars throughout this cranker up, with Levi Cox now in the lead, Larry Yingling in second, Brandon Clark in third, and Joseph McWhorter in fourth. Sliding back to fifth was Brian Johnson. Johnson has not pitted. The only car to stay out, now running on lap number 40 since his pit.
Yeah, he's running them tires out. I'm shocked he hasn't pitted with the lead lap cars. I'm not sure what his strategy is out there right now, but it seems to be
for caution.
Yeah, it seems to be working. I mean, he's back in 6th position right now. I mean, at least he's still in the top 10.
Well, got a little wiggle up in front of him. Had to check up hard was the 77 of Mark Whitley. Almost right into the back end of the 32 of Joseph McWhorter. As we had a little wiggle coming out of 2. Oh, 3 wide now.
Oh, 3 wide. And Brian says, nope, don't want no part in that.
Yeah, 41 laps worth of tires. I'm going to just let you guys go ahead and fight on down through here.
Yeah, I don't blame him on that one. Still got a long way to go yet. I wouldn't even want to be, involved into that. As we got Ted Decker now tuning in on Facebook. We also got Brandon Clark tuning in. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Levi Cox going to come across the line in first position on lap number 59. Larry Yingling in second. Brandon Clark in third. Yingling only 0.1 second behind the leader, but looks like they're starting to pull away from Clark a little bit. Clark at almost a 0.4 second disadvantage now.
Well, let's go back to the back of the field here. See if we got anything going on back here, as we got Tony back here in that 98 Toyota. He's worked his way up to outside the top 10 in 12th position. Richard up 4 positions in 13th position. Alex, kind of shocking, still back here. He's down 3 positions though, running in 14th. Chuck was up there in the front for a while, as he's going to look to go underneath Alex. Well, it looks like Alex might be struggling here a little bit tonight there, Will. Well, Lee, but we got Will back here in the 83. He was involved in one of them incidents. Don't look too bad on graphical wise. Car looks pretty good. Looks like a pit crew fixed that thing up. Then we come back here to the 03. Back here up 7 positions, running in 17th position. The 20 of Dave back here up 7 positions, running 18th. Zach Hall down 9 positions, was involved in one of them racing yellows. Front end is a little bit damaged, but he's not giving up. Every position counts. Got John Henderson back here in the 111, up 9 positions. Started, let's see here, running 20th. Got good old Jeff Gilmore with the Miller Genuine Draft there, running in 21st position. Bob Skinner was involved in one of those incidents back here in 22nd. Let's see here, I think we still got Dude Conroy back here running in 23rd position. James Hackworth Jr. in the Hardy's car back here up 3 positions, running 24th. And Sean in that 10, no front end, is let's see here, where's he at? 25th position, up 3. And we do got Cedric Hunter in the Hello Kitty car. They got it all fixed up, but it is damaged. He's running 26th position, and he is 15 laps down. So that is your running order from 14th on down to 26th position here tonight at World Series of Sim Racing.
Looking at a battle for the lead going into turn number 3 as Yingling drops down to the inside. And going to take that spot from Levi Cox. Cox right on his rear bumper across the start-finish line. Brendan Clark following quickly behind. And the 32 of Joseph McWhorter starting to close that half-second gap, but now it's extended to a 0.6-second gap.
Yeah, I come back here, I think back here to Nick. Yeah, back here with Nick and Brian. We got Corey Blevins and John. They're all in a little hornet's nest. I don't want to call it a big hornet's nest, but they got a 4-car battle going on back here for 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th position.
Yeah, Brian Johnson desperately wants and needs to pit. He's hoping for a caution. But if he doesn't get one, he's 50 laps. He's going to, what does the gas run out on this one? 60?
62 laps they can go on a tank of fuel, but tires, you're looking between 50 to 55, but you can run it to 62 laps, give or take, you know, with the draft.
Nick Crawford getting forced to the outside there in that pack.
Yeah, Chuck is just weaving left, right, moving up through the field. He's on a mission.
And he's working that outer part of the groove where the 48 machine. Who the hell's the 48 machine? That's going to be the 24, I believe.
Yes, that would be Corey Blevins is in the 24. It used to be 48, now he's in the 24.
Corey Blevins sitting in 7th position, trying to run down Brian Johnson, who is now above 50 laps on this set of tires on this green flag run. Decided to stay out, led a couple of laps, and fell back into 6th position, holding pretty well there, though.
Yeah, not bad at all, considering he pitted on lap 16. Yeah, 16. So he's on the oldest set of tires. He's still on his 2nd set of tires when everybody else is on their 3rd or 4th set already.
Chuck's making his move, trying to take 7th position from Blevins. Looks like he's going to do it across the start-finish line, and number 21, Nick Crawford, going to follow him on the bottom side. Blevins getting hung outside to dry.
No friends.
No friends whatsoever.
Well, this is the longest green flag run that we had. Tires are now where they need to be. Now we're seeing how this all plays out. I was waiting for this to happen, you know, Lee. It was bound to happen here with these guys at this league.
Yep, and the top 5 cars with a 1.7 second lead over the rest of the pack. That's going to be Yingling, Brandon Clark, Levi Cox, Joseph McQuarter, and Mark Whitley.
I tell you what, though, that Brandon Clark, he's been looking very, very fast in that Toyota here tonight. I don't know if he's got anything for his teammate, but he's looking really racy.
Well, I mean, we saw last week that you know, throughout the race, teamwork does help. There's a value to being part of a team in extended races like this. So working together, getting a lead, or being able to protect each other, forcing their way through the field, you know, whatever the case may be, it's always better in pairs or with teammates.
Yes. Well, we seen, like you said, we seen that last week. Teammates can be very, very helpful. As it don't look like anybody as of right now has anything for them top 3 guys. I mean, they're just pulling away.
Yeah, Levi Cox, a half a second behind Brandon Clark. McQuarter, a little over a half a second behind him. So just gliding in that 3rd position, excuse me. Yeah, Levi Cox has had an outstanding run today, too. Kind of got caught up in some mishaps last week. Didn't necessarily have the run that he wanted, but, you know, running strong here today on lap 75.
I'm looking at Joseph's car. It looks like he's got a little bit of left rear damage on that thing. Now, I don't think that's going to play too much of a factor, but yeah, he does. It's a little crinkled.
Yeah, Levi Cox ahead of him by 1 second now. But Joseph McWhorter, the 32 machine. I love the paint scheme. I love the tires. Running in that 4th position. And having a strong showing after not appearing last week.
Yeah. I said it before, I'll say it again. This guy is due for a win. He is way overdue for a win. Like, seriously. Hey, Bill. Thanks for tuning in out there on Facebook. Much appreciated, man. Newcastle, Indiana is in the house, he says. Awesome. Well, it looks like Mark there is starting to put some little pressure on there, Joseph, from the looks of it.
Yeah, I've kind of been watching that battle, and, you know, Mark only trailing Joseph by 0.3 seconds, and it's just continuously, each and every lap, shorten that gap little by little by little. We see now, coming out of turn 2, down to 0.2 seconds. So, again, taking that 1/10 of a second off, one lap at a time.
You want to know who's on the move right now? Look at Chuck. Chuck is now up to 6th position. Wow.
Chuck up to 6th position. Just behind him is the 7th place of Brian Johnson. But interesting about Chuck Sweeting, fastest lap last lap. So he has got it dialed in and is starting to make a run here.
I was just ready to ask you, do you have the data who has the fastest lap of the race so far? You seen any of that?
The fastest lap of the race so far is Joseph McWhorter and the 32 machine. And that had been on lap 44.
Oh, nice, okay. All right.
28.296.
Wow. Down in the 28s. That's fast. That's fast coming around Texas.
Brian Johnson with the fastest lap last lap, but still has not pitted since lap number 16.
This is an interesting I don't know what strategy call he is doing here. He's got me confused.
65 laps in. He's got to pit. As we got the 77 of Mark Whitley going to drop behind the 26 of Chuck Sweeting. That's right in front of Brian Johnson. And we got a lead chase there for 5th, 6th, and 7th. Oh, way high for 77 Mark Whitley.
You know what might be, like you said, we explained this a little bit earlier. You know, if we stay green, Brian's going to come down and get fresh tires. And when everybody else is going to have to pit, he's going to get such a huge lead. So if we stay green from here on out lead, this might be a very, very interesting strategy call.
Coming up on the 13 of Cedric Hunter as he goes to the high side, allowing the leaders and the lead lap by. Brandon Clark leading in the 85 machine, best lap last lap. Joseph McWhorter still with the fastest lap overall and still looking up ahead at Levi Cox, 0.6 seconds ahead in 3rd position. So we got a half a second between the front 3 and number 4.
Very interesting. I'm sitting here looking at data, so I'm just trying to figure out what the game plan with all these guys are. Because Chuck is pitted on lap 45 with Nick Crawford. They pitted on lap 45. As we know, Brian, was on lap 16, and then we had the front runners on lap 38. So we got a whole different slew of pitch strategies going on here.
Yep, and we are halfway through with this race, 83 to go. And I continue to watch the 28 of Brian Johnson to see when he's going to pit, and it's not this lap, and he's actually looking to overtake Chuck Sweeting and go up into the 5th position. 60 laps since his last pit stop.
What in the world is he, Brian? He figured something out. He changed something on that first run. Well, this too could be from day to night because we are now in nighttime. We are under the lights. So his car might be coming to him. You know, as
the quarter, he's catching up the quarter now.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I mean, we might be seeing the difference here now. Interesting, Brian. Interesting. He's got to be hitting pit road very shortly here, though. Because I was told 62 laps. Now, that's not counting the draft. That's also not counting the yellows. So, and he's getting... Wow, he's
just
moving himself...
4th position.
Yeah.
Yeah, how is it? I don't know how this car is still holding on to the track, much less got enough fuel in it to keep pushing itself along.
Brian, after the race, to the NASCAR hauler, please. Inspection station. Your car must be inspected. Sorry, sir.
A battle for 5th. The 32 of Joseph McQuarter, the 26 of Chuck Sweeting. Man, dadgummit.
Oh, I know Chuck's going to get a kick out of that. He always does. Oh.
78 to go, and now working some lap traffic is Brian Johnson. Overtaking the 10 machine of Sean Chessman. Chessman 1 lap down, running in the 22nd position.
Yeah, this race has this all settled out here. Let's come back here to Troy, back here running in 10th position. Kicking Asphalt Motorsports.
Troy looking to get a run on John Mullins. Only 0.2 of a second behind him. And a nice run down the backstretch. Going into turn number 3. 53 laps since the last pit stop of Troy Torgerson. Did I say that right, Torgerson?
Sounds right.
Are we going to go with it?
I'm going to do what you said. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, go with it. I don't want to butcher his last name. I'll let you do it this time.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate the vote of confidence there, sir.
Oh, no problem. No problem. I trust you. So anyways,
75 to go.
Anyways, we got off topic. We were talking about the space shuttle launch since we are under a long green flag run, and you started a conversation on it there, but then a yellow came out.
Yeah, man, you know, that was a conversation of past Lee, and, you know, presently doesn't recall what past Lee's thought process was. But maybe future Lee can figure it out and report on it before the end of this race.
Okay. I know we were talking about the SpaceX launch. I didn't know about history. You asked me if I watched it.
We were good with it, though.
I don't know. You started the conversation.
Well, we ended up watching for about, oh goodness, we turned it on about 2 hours maybe before lift off and watched everything with the weather. As we got a lead change here, Levi Cox going to jump into the lead over Larry Yingling. Larry with a bad entrance and exit into 1 and 2. Loses the lead.
Well, these are teammates, 1, 2, and 3 right now. So they're just working together right now, I think, letting some cars lead.
Yeah. That might not be I went too high by accident. That might be I went too high on purpose.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. They're pulling away, definitely. As Chuck and Joseph now, they're going to be got a little bit of a battle going on back here for 4th and 5th position.
We missed it, but Brian Johnson finally took a pit stop 2 laps ago. So on lap number 74, Brian Johnson with a pit and now has shuffled into the 22nd position. Still on the lead lap. And now up to 21st as he's starting to come around.
Well, he's got to bank on no yellows. That's all he wants right now is no yellow. As he is 1 lap down right now, but that's okay. Fresh tires, full tank of fuel. He went 93 laps on a tank of fuel. Oh, wait, no. Wrong. Minus 16 off of 93.
Yeah, 76?
Wow.
77?
Okay, so with them yellows, he saved about 10 laps worth of fuel. Holy Jesus.
So, in theory, he could have just taken his final pit stop of the race.
Yes. And that's what I was saying. Look, I mean, he's just going to blow through the field now compared to these new tires and old tires. And now the key is 77 laps, 70. Yeah. Man, I don't know. This is interesting because when do these front leaders make a pit stop?
Whoa, James Hatworth getting loose there into the outside wall.
Ooh, we have a car going down through the grass, and that's with Brian Johnson. We're going to go 3 wide. Oh, Richard and Brian is now, we just watched it live.
Oh man, another collision.
His race is done. I don't, yeah, wow, we were just watching that live.
Brian Johnson, last week's winner.
Let's watch real
being
slow
taken
here.
out.
Oh, it looked like, okay, I'm not gonna call anybody out on this, but let's go back again here because it looks like, well, we know it all got shuffled with James hitting the wall. That we do know. So let me pause this just for a minute. Let's go inside the cockpit here of Brian Johnson. Give me 1 second, everybody. Okay, let me find Brian. And let's watch this on slow here. It looks like the 38 was coming up because if he wasn't going to come up, the 38 was going to go through the grass. There's no choice. And I think it just closed the gap on everybody. And unfortunately, Brian got the worst end of the deal. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't know how else to call it. And
that was just a racing incident where there was nowhere for anyone to go. And it all started with the Wonder Bread car hitting the outside wall. The big chain reaction.
Not only that, I think Brian Johnson's car just blew up. Our last week's champion, race winner, I think the car just went poof. Yep, and Cedric Hunter is now pushing him to pit road.
Oh, man.
And he's going to get pushed in so he doesn't get a tow. And still, it's going to be a while until he gets back out on the track. So he's going to be multiple laps down. I don't even know if it's even worth trying to even fix. We're going to have about 60 laps to go in the race. So what a turn of events, man. Wow.
Yeah, Cedric Hunter, who finished high last week, is down in the 25th position, running 15 laps down due to an earlier incident. Brian Johnson now blowed up. We've had a lot of high finishers from last week. now slowly being taken out of this race and down in the field. Gonna try to coast it on in there. Looks like the 23 of James Hackworth Jr. gonna come into. That's who initiated all of this. Got a little squirrely coming out of 3 and touched that wall.
Yeah. I don't want to blame it. I'm not blaming it on nobody. It all just happened right in, coming to the start-finish line, and everybody was trying to get back into their respectable lines, and unfortunately the 38 came up a little bit, but he had to, because if not, he was going to go through the grass and take the chance of spinning out or getting loose or something stupid, going through the grass and losing your forward momentum. So he tried to stay out of the way, but unfortunately the 38 and the 28 all met at the same spot, and that's the story, and I'm sticking to it.
65 to go here at Texas. Levi Cox going to be running in the first position. The 57 of Jeff Gilmore, looks like he is going to, nope, he's not the lucky dog. It would be Brian Johnson, but he is in the pit. So yeah, it looks like Gilmore will be the lucky dog after this shakeup at pit road.
All right. So Jeff Gilmore, let's see here. Jeff Gilmore is still going to be, all right, yep, he's going to get the wave around like you said. Is he the lucky dog? Yes, there he goes. Okay, you're correct, bud. Just wanted to make sure. Wait, no, he got waved around. So did he get the lucky dog and wave around? No, he didn't get the dog, did he?
I am watching, and no,
because he was in the front of the leaders, so he is still one lap down. So he didn't get the lucky dog.
Yeah, he just got waved around. My bad on that. Looks like Sean Chessman should shake up to the lucky dog position, the number 10 machine.
Well, real quick, how's everybody doing out there? Didn't get to talk to anybody too much here. Me and Lee up here in the booth with World Series of Sim Racing League here with Freaky Fast Broadcasting. Hopefully everybody's enjoying their Saturday night, sitting back and enjoying today's ironic history of the SpaceX going up in space after a decade of riding along with stupid Russia, China. Anyway, sorry. And
well, we got to pay for a ride to the Russians. We got a problem.
Yeah, I've said that for years. I don't even know why NASA stopped doing what they were doing, but I do know this much. But we're going back green. Talk to Nick Crawford. Nick Crawford loves space rockets and stars and planets and things like that. That's his, if I want to say it in the right track, it's his forte. He really, really enjoys that stuff. So I'm sure today was huge for Nick.
Nick Crawford going to shake out in the 5th position. The front 4 cars really taking off here. Levi Cox, Larry Yingling, Joseph McQuarter, and Brandon Clark. Almost a half-second lead over number 5, Nick Crawford. So yeah, these front 4 cars with a great restart.
Yeah, oh, Joseph got loose. Woo. He saved it, but man, them tires were squealing. Oh, and we have yellow.
They hadn't quite got warmed up yet. Only 5 laps on those tires, and most of those under yellow. So yeah, still got to work that throttle control, especially 1 and 2.
It looks like
we got a caution.
Yeah, it looks like the Hello Kitty and Will was involved in this one. We're watching it here on slow-mo. Let's see what we can see. I think Will's going to head towards that wall. Yep, you can see the back end slide. He doesn't hit the outside wall coming out too, and Hello Kitty nowhere to go. and his race is definitely probably done now. Because he's going to the inside wall, and ow. What a wreck. Yepers.
Oh,
yeah.
And as you said, just nowhere for poor Cedric Hunter to go.
What a man, what a turning of events here tonight. There's cars getting taken out that I actually thought wouldn't be taken out. Like, this is a pretty interesting, very interesting race.
And with Brian Johnson going out, even though Levi Cox in the lead at the moment, I would have to say the favorite with 60 to go is still the 67 of Larry Yingling.
Yeah. Yeah. But we'll see how his,
with the fastest lap of the race so far.
We'll have to see how his teammates play with him, though, because, I don't know, get down to the end. They're not going to just pull over and let him win. Let's talk to, let's pull Larry down and see how this race is going with him as, we're under yellow here. Larry, Robert up here in the booth, got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Well, what a race, man. Up and down, but how's this race and how's the track out there for you guys tonight?
Well, it's pretty good so far. It's a little loose the first few laps, especially 1 and 2. But after like 10 or so laps, it starts to tighten up in both corners.
Okay, so it's about 10 laps. We were saying between 5 to 7 laps, but you're saying 10 laps? Yeah, we've seen a lot of the accidents were just coming out of 2 with fresh tires. The back end just uplifts itself, and there's nothing you can do. Are you struggling with that pretty bad, or do you just taking it easy with the throttle?
I'm just taking it easy with the throttle. It helps being towards the front with clean air and more downforce. People in the back, they just got dirty air and just rougher on them.
Right. Well, okay, we're getting down to the end here. You got your teammates of Levi and Clark up there with you. When we get towards the end of the race, are you going to play nice or are you not going to play nice? What's your guys' strategy in running the top 3 team there right now?
I'll play nice.
Now, Larry, I have put my money is on you tonight, sir. So I'm looking for you to pull out the win to prove me correct.
All right, I'll try.
All right. Well, it still looks like we're under yellow. Well, we wish you the best of luck, man. Hopefully we talk to you in victory lane here tonight.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Larry Yingling joining us here in the booth, running in second position now, 59
Wrong
to go.
room. Go ahead, keep going. I got to fix them.
I got you, Paul. Levi Cox in the 99 running in first, Larry Yingling in second, the 85 of Brandon Clark in third, the 32 of Joseph McWhorter in fourth, the 21 of Nick Crawford fifth. We got the 64 machine of John Mullins in sixth, the 97 of Jeff Hollinsworth in seventh, the 03 of Bradley Allison in eighth, the 17 Ford machine of John Held in ninth, and in 10th, the Toyota, there you go, Robert, the Toyota of Troy Torgerson. Also, Brandon Clark running a Toyota in third position. And that's a shout out just for you, Robert, from the bottom of my little heart.
All right. Well, we're still under yellow. Let's see if we can talk to Joseph real quick, too, since we have time here. So, Joseph, Robert up here in the booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you. What's up?
Well, hey, not much, man. You're back here running in fourth position. Do you got anything for these wing wang wong wongs guys?
Yeah, we just need to get some. We just need to get some green flag running going here. I kind of made a couple mistakes in that last run. Figured a few things out towards the end of that run, though, and I think it's going to really come into handy. I just need to try and get set up the right runs at the right times and try and get up there at the right time. So. Pretty confident. I think we got a shot. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Now, Joseph, do you have anyone in that pack? Because the front three, teammates, anyone behind you that you might team up with, be able to help out a little bit with 58 to go?
I'm a little few and far between on friends right now, so looks like I'm just gonna have to try and do with what I can. So, yeah, with all 3 teammates here in front of me and my teammates pretty much done for the night, kind of slim pickings, so we're just gonna have to do what we can with who we can.
Well, going into turn 3, Joseph, we wish you the best of luck, sir. 57 to go here in Texas. Have a great rest of the evening.
Thank you, guys. Enjoy the rest of the race.
All right, you too, buddy.
Joseph McQuarter in the number 4 position. As we talked about, Levi Cox, Larry Yingling, and Brandon Clark, all teammates running 1, 2, and 3. Joseph McQuarter running 4th in that number 32 machine. Here we go, green flag. And another quick start by Levi Cox. But McQuarter with a nice start there on the outside, following him, and going to take a little gamble here and try to race Larry Yingling for 2nd position. The number 21 of Nick Crawford trying to slide up to the outside. Coming down the backstretch, the 3 teammates looking to get the lead and extend it. But the 32 of Joseph McQuarter not wanting to let go, and Nick Crawford maybe going to help him out a little bit.
Ooh, and we have a wreck. Oh, I apologize. And yellow flag is out. I've seen it. Corey Blevins was involved, but let's go back and see what happened to Corey here, Lee. But I think I seen what, okay, we got to go back a little bit. We'll get back and talk about Joseph here, but let's see what happened to Corey. Oh, we got to go back a little bit more. Let's go back here and see Corey Blevins right here. Oh, he got a little hit from the 38 of Richard, and it looked like it loosened the car up too much. Coming down, Bob Skinner right there involved. Chuck just missed it and head on into the wall. And then the 38, the 10, and Cody Cox is involved. Well, he drives right through him. And that looks like that's the end of Corey Blevins, because you can see the motor just went poof in that number 24 car. So we will go back live here. But to get back to what you were saying there, awesome start there, but I noticed, I think Joseph, what he's figuring out is that you can't sit back and wait when, with the fresh tires. I know the car's loose, they said, for a good 10 laps until you get, tire pressures up and get some grip in these things, but I think he's got it. What's he doing? Oh, he fake pits, but it's go time. First 10 laps, you better be ready to wheel that car, because if you're going to pass somebody, you got to do it right away, and hopefully, they burn up their stuff and don't pass you back. But if you lay back and just sit, I don't think you got a shot. I just think it winds up that you're riding, and hopefully for that car in front of you, either to burn up their tires or make a mistake.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Levi Cox choose the outside lane on that restart?
Yes.
So Levi Cox started on the outside, puts Larry Yingling on the inside along with 85 Brandon Clark. That's what gave McQuarter the momentum to start chasing Yingling down for that 2nd position. Is he had an awesome start off of the wave of the green flag and following Levi Cox quickly on that throttle.
Mm-hmm. Yepers.
Restarts have been, Levi Cox just decides to ride inside of the pace car.
That's okay.
Yeah, I mean, you're leading the race. If you want to move the pace car, it's a family show, but it's all right.
That's right. Hey, I want to say, Ken, thanks for the like on Facebook. Thank you, everybody. We got 18 viewers out there on Facebook side of things. Thank you for tuning in here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting as we bring you World Series of Sim Racing League here. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that follow button, and you've already hit that like button. Don't forget to hit the reaction. Hit the thumbs up, hearts, smiley. I don't think it's got a down thingy, but if it does, hit the thumbs down if you don't like it. Don't matter to me. Oh, we have a clip. Somebody made a clip. Rule made a clip. Hey, wow, thanks. Patrick, hey, thanks. Oh, there we go. Now we're starting to see it. Hello.
A clip?
Dude, yeah, somebody clipped something out on Facebook, made a clip of tonight's race.
Okay.
Viewers can make clips anytime they want, and then share it to friends and families and leagues and pages or whatever. But to answer your question, how do you join? Look up World Series of Sim Racing League on Facebook or on iRacing's portal, and submit your application, and an administrator will get a hold of you within a week, probably sooner, but give them a week to do what they do, and then they will contact you on joining the league.
53 to go, sir.
Jason, answer that question. They let Zach Hall race here. Zach Hall's the owner of the league. Him, Bob Skinner, Brian Johnson, Cedric Hunter. It's all the old guys. They actually own this league, Jason. So, yeah, they're going to let him race here. He's the owner.
53, make it 52 to go this time around the stripe. And once again, Levi Cox will take that outside restart lane. Puts Yingling on the inside. Brandon Clark in third position on the inside. And number 32, Joseph McWhorter, lines up on the outside behind Cox. Jeff Hollingsworth in the 97 machine. You know, that could be some big help from McWhorter, along with Nick Crawford, depending on how this plays out. If we need to team up, and then let's work our way to the, past these leaders, and then let bygones be bygones. That might be the way to go, but it's going to take someone helping, I think, McWhorter out to take the win from either Cox, Yingling, or Clark.
Oh, yeah. These teammates are not going to let him go by. He's going to have to figure something out. And be honest with you, man, I don't know if he's going to. I'm going to have to sit back and wait and see what his game plan is. Because I don't know. I don't know what. If I was in his shoes, I just don't know. I don't have an answer. I'm trying to come up with something, but I just don't have an answer.
Pace car is pulling off. Here we go. Be 51 to go across the stripe, and on the gas again is Levi Cox. And the teammates, I think, coordinated that start, because all three of them will pull in front of McWhorter and will settle in the top four. Yeah, that time when Larry Cox got on it, Yingling and Clark was not far behind. And I think they might have worked out a spot on the course, or they decided to go right on green, whatever it was, but it was a much cleaner start for the three teammates. And now coming across the stripe, 1, 2, and 3. Joseph McWhorter in fourth position, Nick Crawford in fifth. Crawford now looking to the inside of McWhorter, looking to take that fourth position. Crawford is going to do it. McWhorter a little squirrely. That back end is just ever so slightly turning to the outside. Almost a little kiss, tap, tap from 97 Jeff Hollingsworth right behind him. Going into turn number 1, and McWhorter not nearly looking as solid on the track as the other 5 cars around him.
Well, I just seen there Jeff Hollingsworth in the 97. He tried to get up behind Joseph there coming through that turn, and his back end just was sliding. So you can tell these guys have picked up the pace. It's go time. It's no, you can't sit back, even though we got about 48 laps to go. Sounds like a lot, but I think you can't sit around no more. You really got to go. You got to get your position and try to hold off the rest of the field.
Coming out of turn number 4, our leader continues to be Levi Cox. Cox has led a majority of these laps here tonight.
We have something going on in the back. I don't see no yellow, but it looks like Jeff Gilmore might have been involved in something back here. Oh, maybe not. Oh, but we got a lot of damaged cars back here. Lee. No
Yeah,
back
I just
ends,
think
no.
a little more.
Yeah, no front ends, no back ends. But go ahead, you were gonna say there, bud.
You know, to be honest, I have no idea where I was going with that.
All I'm saying is it's a junkyard back here.
It really is, and that's one of the things. We haven't had a lot of cautions tonight, only 7 so far, 32 laps, but they have come at the, right after yellows, right after restarts, or, that one real long green flag, and then we had the yellow after that, but it's all been from tires either not being worn in enough, not being warmed up enough, or tires being too wore out. We got a battle for third right now. McWhorter trying to overtake Brandon Clark. Down the backstretch going into turn number 3. Cox and Yingling still 1-2. Brandon Clark able to pull back into the 3rd position, but that also gives number 21 Nick Crawford the opportunity to bring the back end right against the 32 machine of Joseph McWhorter. That's your top 5. We also got number 97 of Jeff Hollingsworth coming up as well on the backstretch. And we got a little bit of movement from that 3rd, 4th, and 5th position. They're racing for it now.
Yeah, and Jeff Hollingsworth has won in this in the previous league that he ran in, but he's on a drought right now. He has not put that car in victory lane for a while, so I'm sure he would like to get it in victory lane. With the Coast Guard there.
43, make it 42 and a half to go as we come down the backstretch, going into turn number 3. The front 5, making the front 6 really have not changed much except a couple of positions between 4th, 5th, and 6th of McWhorter, Hollingsworth, and Crawford continuing to leapfrog each other. Then we got the number 64 of John Mullins now starting to make a run at this pack. Only 0.3 seconds behind Nick Crawford, with Chuck Sweeting a half a second behind him.
And that's a car to keep an eye on there, Chuck. We've seen it in the previous long run, and if they have another long run, he moved himself up through the field, so he's back here in 8th position, but I would not be surprised by the end of the race if he's up in the top 3.
Chuck Sweeting, as you said, longer runs tend to benefit him more. Fastest last time around. So slowly but surely making up the room. John Mullins only 0.4 seconds ahead of him now and pulling the gap behind the number 17 John Held to 1.7 seconds.
And Chuck just pitted on lap 113 too, compared to the front runners here on lap 108. So he's got fresher tires than these guys do too. So that could play a factor too.
40 to go. The front 3, the teammates, Cox, Yingling, and Clark, continue to dominate here in Texas. With McWhorter and Hollingsworth trying to hang on. And now we get bunched up there at 3rd, McWhorter and Clark. Here comes Nick Crawford as well down the backstretch. The front 6 cars are starting to jostle a little bit. Little jostling going on.
Jostling, kissy, kissy. Boop, boop. Do these cars have any horns? Because they're going to be blowing them. Yeah, it looks like Nick had to go high there, Lee. He's going to lose that to John there in the 64. Oh, he gets a strong run down the backstretch again, but I don't think it's going to be enough to go into 3 and 4 here. It looks like John is going to hold him off in the meantime here.
Yep, in the 7th position, John Mullins. In that number 64 Chevrolet-sponsored bright green blob on your screen. It looks green to me, but on the stream it looks white with a sponsor.
I have a white car. I don't know why. That's just trading paints being stupid.
Yeah, I'm showing a Fanatic green car. Very odd. It's like the 97. I'm showing a white car, and you're showing a Haviland car.
I'm going to tell you a trick to do after tonight's broadcast, so don't go nowhere right away.
I'm trying to refresh them.
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll tell you a trick after tonight's race. But it looks like Joseph is gonna fall back to 5th position here. Now he's got John. Oh, John gave him a love tap, a kissy kissy. Oh, hang on to it. Man, now I'm saying kissy kissy. Thanks, man.
You know, anything I can do to entertain and subjugate you to words that you would never use.
Well, I would have never used kissy kissy. I might have used smacky smack.
Yeah, there you go. John Mullins pulling to the inside of Joseph McWhorter, trying to take that 4th position. Going into turn number 3. McWhorter coming down hard, almost into the side of Mullins, but able to hold that 4th spot as we come across the line with 34 to go.
Yeah. We'll see if we wind up with a yellow or not, but let's hope not, because this could get very interesting as we're watching in the back of the game. Oh my goodness, he's right up against him. Oh, Nick Crawford just gave John a big kissy kiss bump.
Yeah, not a lot of bump drafting usually at Texas, but Nick Crawford said, here, let me either get you out of the way or get you up in the lead.
Yeah, he tried to help pass him, but I don't think that worked out so well. I don't know if yeah, it looks like he's finally gonna be able to clear him out of 2, and he does.
And McWhorter in the 32 machine, running the best lap of the race so far. We discussed it earlier, but that was back on lap number 44. And he's actually going to fall behind Nick Crawford and the 26 machine of Chuck Sweaty. Sweetie, damn it. I tried so hard, and I figured out what's wrong. For some reason, Trading Paints did not load, so I got everybody's paint scheme from either last week or a blank scheme.
Yep. I'll help you out with that. There's a trick.
Yeah, it usually auto loads for me, but I didn't check before this race. That's my fault.
Oh well, like you said, it's one of those nights for us.
It really is. I don't know if there's a full moon out tonight or what, but probably a lot of babies are going to be born tonight.
Oh.
Nick Crawford looking to take the inside of John Mullins and does. Moves into the number 6 position. Take that back, the number 5. And now 8.8 seconds behind Jeff Hollinsworth, who is in the 4th position. Nick Crawford looking to start to make his move with 30 to go.
Nick Crawford
26 Sweeting looking to join him now on the inside of Mullins. It looks like Mullins might have lifted on that, or either Mullins lifted or Sweeting had a hell of a run off of 2.
I would say he had one heck of a run off of 2 because he's got better tires than all these guys here. So does back here in the 98 of Tony. He pitted on lap 113 too. A lot of these guys pitted on lap 101 compared to Chuck on lap 113. Tony was on lap 113. Richard was on lap 113. Will was on lap 113. So the back runners end 113, 114. But they're in the back of the pack with some sheet metal damage and some Bondo on their car.
Yeah, along with number 20, Dave Asia. He's up 13 positions, running in the 12th spot. Bradley Allison in 10th, up 14 from the start. John Mullins climbing 13 spots up to number 7 from his beginning. And then if we go backwards, Brian Johnson down 22 positions. Alex Bisson, my bad, down 15 positions. I even talked to Alex on Discord today. I feel bad. But yeah, we've kind of shaken out the field now. We've got another one of those long green flag runs. And the leaders continue to try to pull away.
Yeah, they're out there on their league of their own right now, but that 97 of Jeff is in the middle. right now with Cedric Hunter, a couple laps down there with Hello Kitty car, but he's just right behind Clark, and I don't know if he's going to be able to get the sniff of their draft and maybe move up, or hopefully tires start to, let go a little bit.
Yeah, hanging out in no man's land, really, when you think about it. He's half a second behind Brandon Clark, but half a second in front of Nick Crawford. So really no draft from either side coming, and really he just can't catch up.
Yeah, he's about a half a second behind right now. Look at this run he gets coming through 3 and 4. Oh, huge run.
Nice run coming through 3 and 4. Trying to sniff the back end of Brandon Clark. Now 0.2 seconds. And coming now into 1 with a nice run as well.
Yeah. He's actually looking pretty good right now. Brandon is saying, well, I'm going to have to try to break that draft going down the backstretch. He sees that 97 lurking in his mirror.
Yeah, they all pitted on lap 101. So this isn't a tire run. This is a driver run. This is him saving tires at the beginning of this green flag run and now having enough to just chomp into these guys going into 1 and going into 3, and then does he have them right now? Does not have the momentum coming out of 2 and 4 to make that run. He catches them in the apex and then loses them going down exiting the turns.
Yeah, and Brandon Clark he's playing the mirror game right now. He sees the 97 coming. He knows he's there. But as you were saying, as they're exiting, he's ducking out, trying to break the draft, trying to keep that car behind him, so he doesn't wind up battling with his teammates up front. As 1, 2, 3 right now is the team of, boy, can I say it? Yin Yang Racing. Okay, guys, I said it right for you this time.
The Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah.
Nick Crawford now only 0.2 seconds behind Jeff Hollingsworth. So Crawford and Sweeting making their way to this lead pack of 4.
I was gonna say, we keep going on here. We got 20 laps to go, and the top 6 are right there lurking. But from 4th on back, these guys might want to team up and see if they can figure out how to get past the top 3. Man, I feel like we're at Daytona or Talladega right now with teamwork.
Yeah, they're running on 47 laps now, about to be 48 laps on this pit stop. And the front 3 just working together like a well-oiled machine, the way a team should. But what can Jeff Hollingsworth, Nick Crawford, and Chuck Sweeting do to break it up? And man, Hollingsworth came up quickly on Brandon Clark that time.
Oh, here comes Nick. And seeing the back 3 here, the 97, the 21, and 26 there, they're not teammates. Each one of them are on different teams, and then you got your top 3 on a team, so... Oh, Nick's...
And the 26 with 12-lap newer tires. But now we got Nick Crawford down to the inside of Hollingsworth. They're going to take over the 4th position, but Hollingsworth quickly, powerful, out of turn number 2.
Wow, what a power move on the outside. I don't know if these guys want to be doing this right now, though. Yeah, there you go. Get back in line. I mean, I think they were just a tick faster in line there because you can see the ground they lost on Brandon. So now they got to try to regather it with almost getting down here to 10 to go. So,
yeah, 17 to go at the moment. And Hollingsworth playing the waiting game and riding behind Brandon Clark.
We have John that just hit the wall and... Okay, well, we said it last week. We're going to say it this week. Well, what we were saying, Lee, you said the last hour or so we were talking about. Well, guess what?
Yeah, just forget about it. It don't matter.
It don't matter. Do your famous words. Well, we're back here live.
I'm just trying to figure out who was involved in that.
That would be John.
John Mullins, who was running very well.
He hit the wall. We'll go back here on the replay. And we can see what happened is he's right behind Joseph here. He gets the sniff of the draft and it pushes the car and he hits the outside wall, hits the inside wall, and that's it. Yellow is out. And you know what through that yellow? Car's exiting pit road because he was slowed down. Because he wasn't sideways, so.
Dum dum dum.
Yeah, dum dum dum. Everybody's gonna come down and get 4 fresh tires and their fuel. Oh boy.
We've got some that came down, some that did not. This is going to be very interesting to see how it shakes out. 15 to go. Levi Cox, Larry Yingling taking their pit along with Brandon Clark, their teammate, so they're going to bring it in now. And out, staying out. Most of these guys look like they might be a lap down when they stayed out. Race off.
Whoa.
That was, I did not like coming out of pit road right there.
You want to talk about a race off pit road? Holy crap, clip that out. Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
That was,
that's right.
Yeah. I'll make sure that's in a recap.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, they were, I think, what, 4, almost 5 wide? They were just driving inside each other. Thank God iRacing has ghosts on their cars. Oh, Jesus.
So 15 to go. It looks like we're going to keep the same positioning as we went in. As soon as the caution flew, the positions were being changed. So Levi Cox, Larry Yingling, Brandon Clark, Jeff Hollinsworth, Nick Crawford, Chuck Sweeting, Joseph McWhorter back in 7th now, Troy Togerson in 8th, John Mullins in 9th, and John Mullins actually, nope, John Mullins, it's showing John Mullins in 1st. Why do I always try to do a rundown during cautions when that junk's going to change? Definition of insanity.
Hey, Marshall, thanks for the like on Facebook. Much appreciated, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Well, hopefully everybody's enjoying the action. It's the same as last week. You know, we watched the race, but, you know, grab the popcorn, grab your drinks, sit back, and just get ready.
Is Mullins and Crawford really going to try to finish? Now, Crawford took a pit. And if I'm not mistaken, the leaderboard is not updated correctly yet, but Crawford took a pit, but the 64 of John Mullins did not.
John's the one that brought out the yellow, so...
But I don't think he went to pit road after that, and if it was just a spin, he's running 53 laps on this set of tires and fuel. Could he make it 14 more? Nope, no, now he's going to come down pit road.
Yeah, he's entering pit road. I believe the ruling is that you're going to have... I think the ruling is you got to go down pit road if you bring out a yellow. Because that's just unfair. You can't make a yellow, hit the wall, bring a yellow out, stay out, and take the lead at the end of the race. That's not even right. That's something you shouldn't even attempt to do, to be honest with you. I'd be like, whoa, wait a minute. If that's the case, I'd do it every race.
Right. So as we shake it out, Nick Crawford going to benefit the most. He swerved right when I said that. It scared me. It was just, whoo, don't do that, Nick. Going to benefit the most from this caution with now 13 to go. It'll be 12 when we come across the line. Leading this race, Brandon Clark in 2nd, Larry Yingling in 3rd. John Mullins is saying in 4th, but I know that is not correct. Mullins will be Levi Cox. We'll go to 4th, Chuck Sweeting. damn it. Sweeting will be in 5th. Joseph McCorder in 6th. Troy Torgerson in 7th. Bradley Allison in 8th. John Held in 9th. And Dave Asia in 10th position.
Well, the question is this going to be the last yellow we see or not? I would bank on it. Probably not. These guys are going to run these cars hard as this pace car is going to get ready to duck in. They're going to go for everything they got with 12 laps to go. Oh boy, buckle down. Let's get freaky style.
Crawford getting an outstanding start. Leaping to the lead across the line. 12 to go.
I don't think he wants to get too far out.
No, but he wants to try to at least get those teammates spread out. So now he's got Yingling and Brandon Clark right behind him. The 26 of Chuck Sweeting moving up into that 4th position, followed by the 32 of McQuarter. Where did Levi Cox go?
Levi Cox has fallen back. He got stuck on the outside. Nick is blocking Brandon hard. Here comes Larry. We got Chuck moving back up. Joseph is doing everything he can, but you can see he just got way loose coming out of 2.
Down to the inside is Brandon Clark. Going into 3, looking and will take that 1st position. Larry Yingling trying to follow and will successfully overtake the 21 of Nick Crawford, who will fall into 3rd position with Chuck Sweeting in 4th. Across the line with 10 to go. Crawford on the outside of Yingling coming out of 2. Powering down the backstretch. It's a race for 2nd position between Larry Yingling and Nick Crawford. Brandon Clark continues to lead as we come into 3. Yingling pulling ahead of Nick Crawford once again. And as we come across the line, the teammates are 1-2. Crawford back to the outside into turn 1. Looking to power out of 2 down the backstretch once again. Chuck Sweeting is not following him this time, and he does not have the power to overtake Larry Yingling for that 2nd position. But look at Sweeting on the inside, will take 3rd away from Nick Crawford. And back is Levi Cox trying to get back with his teammates in 5th position now.
Oh boy.
Sweeting to the side. Well, look at Yingling now. Down to the inside, looking to maybe take the lead. Larry Yingling is going to take the lead from Brandon Clark. Was that premeditated? I'm not sure, but he sure went awful low, and maybe not. When you look at Clark going to the top side, 7 to go across the line. Nick Crawford to the top. We're looking at maybe 3 wide here, coming out of 2.
Oh my goodness.
What a battle. Teammates back in line.
Look at this hornet nest coming through 3 and 4 here, Lee. They are all over each other. They are not giving no inch. Levi, look how hard he pushed that car coming out of 4. He just, oh my goodness.
Levi Cox is a man on a mission. Trying to overtake his teammate on the outside. Listen to the engines. Revving up, coming down the back stretches. We've got a race for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Man, going into 3. Brandon Clark and Levi Cox. The teammates battling away. But Clark will be 2nd across the line. Cox 3rd. No, make that Nick Crawford in 3rd. And now we've got the 85 of Brandon Clark trying to make a move coming out of 2 down the backstretch.
Oh, he just doesn't get enough. We'll see if he's going to get pushed by his team. Oh, Levi's going to duck down there on Nick Crawford. And he's going to try. Oh, look how close these cars are. Holy mackerel. Hang on, ladies and gentlemen.
Clark stuck on the outside, and now it looks like Crawford's going to get the nose down in on him and try to get one on Yingling. It's going to push Clark up the track. Clark's going to sweep back down into 2nd position. Yingling 1st. Clark 2nd. Crawford 3rd, and Crawford gets up on the inside of 99. Levi Cox going to be solidly in that 3rd position, coming out of 4 down the front stretch. 3 to go across the line.
Hang on, ladies and gentlemen. We got 3 laps to go. Buckle the seatbelts, like I said. This race is not over. By any means is it not over, Lee, as we got a battle back here. We got Joseph now moving himself up to 4th position.
Joseph McWhorter taking 4th from the 99 machine of Levi Cox, along with 26 of Chuck Sweeting. 2 to go now across the line, and it's starting to get exciting. Coming out of turn 2, Larry Yingling in the lead. Brandon Clark in 2nd, Nick Crawford in 3rd. In 4th is Joseph McWhorter.
And now we're gonna see here, Lee, as we get ready for the white flag. These guys are gonna be dicing and slicing. Look at Brandon Clark. He goes high, he goes low.
1 to go. Now we're coming out of turn number 2. Nick Crawford up on the top side. Larry Yingling with his foot to the floor. The 85 of Brandon Clark. Now we're going to look at it 3 wide coming into 3. Larry Yingling going to push forward, but the 21 of Nick Clark trying to stay in that 2nd position as we come across the line. And man, what a race we had to the line. Larry Yingling, Nick Crawford.
I'm sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you, Lee, but Joseph needs an ambulance. He just went for a ride. Oh my God!
I happened to look, and he was just spinning.
Oh my God!
Just completely spinning.
What a different... Oh, congratulations to Larry. Oh my God! What an ending! Oh my goodness gracious! Holy crap!
So Joseph just said on the in the race that he forgot to breathe that last lap, so he's kind of shaking right now, coming in 4th position and one of the wildest finishes we've seen.
Oh my goodness! Oh my God! Woo. So 2 weeks in a row, man. If you don't enjoy this kind of racing, I don't know what to tell you. My blood is pumping. Oh my God.
Man, what an outstanding event here in Texas.
Okay.
167 laps, and Larry Yingling pulls out the victory. Nick Crawford in 2nd, Brandon Clark 3rd, Joseph McWhorter 4th, and Chuck Sweeting rounds out your top 5 in a great last 15 laps.
Okay, well, give us a second as we get ready for our post-race interview here with these guys. We are going to go to a quick break here. We'll be right back after we get everybody ready. All right, we're back here with our top 3. It's going to be Larry, Nick, and Brandon Clark's going to finish on the top podium here tonight. As we're going to get ready to have our post-race interview here with these guys with Lee up in the booth here at Freaky Fest. Hopefully everybody enjoyed them last couple laps. But all right, well, let's have a talk with Brandon, our 3rd place finisher here tonight at Texas Motor Speedway. Brandon, Robert up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Oh, yeah. How are you, Robert?
I'm doing fine. how's your nerves, man? Because this race was fun, but at the end, oh my goodness gracious, man. But how was the race out there for you, man, with running with your team there?
Oh, it was super fun. It was a good run we had. I hate we got that last caution that we did. If we would have had a 1-2-3 finish out of it, but we took what was gave to us and tried to get as best we could. But towards the end, you can't work together.
Yes. Well, man, I'm telling you what, you're up 2 positions here. You started 5th tonight. Your car was pretty fast out there. You didn't get one bite pizza into the wall like you did last week at Michigan. You bounced back after having a rough start of the season here, so it does help you in the points and everything. So how you feel about the season going on so far for the team and everything?
It's going to go well overall, I think, for all of us. I think me, Levi, and Larry have a really good shot at it. I had the same situation last season where I had one race where it was just a terrible, but still made it to the chase and was still able to contend and stuff for it. But we'll definitely go after it for sure, all 3 of us.
Hey, Brandon, it's Lee up here in the booth. Watching the final lap coming out of turn 2, Nick Crawford went up to the outside and really pulled a big power move coming down that back stretch in order to take the second position. Did you have to let off there? Was the tires starting to become a factor? What happened there in order for Crawford to be able to pass you?
In all honesty, when he went to the outside, I thought there was no way he could actually keep up. I thought I was going to get a good pull on him going down the backstretch, and I was too worried about Joseph behind me and trying to block as much as I could. And we got to turn 3, honestly, I'd already forgot about him being as close as he was. And then going into 3, I think we either touched or there was some net code or something, and I seen him get a little sideways, and I had to back off. I didn't want to completely turn him or take him out of that one. But yeah, that was a hell of a last lap, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, and I'm just watching now coming out of 3, and yeah, Nick got a little bit squirrely there. No apparent reason, so maybe a bad net code right there at the end of the race. But Larry with a great margin of victory there. How nice was it for you and Larry and oh goodness, don't make me go there. And Levi Cox to be able to run in that 1-2-3 spot and just really cruise for a solid green flag run.
Oh, it was nice. It was super nice. We could all switch around, save fuel. That was our plan. Too many cautions came out. We couldn't run the strategy that we wanted, but it was nice. We could all play around, see what would work. We'll see what wasn't working. And then, like me in that last green flag run, I was running towards the back. So I was basically just letting them know where everybody was at, where everybody was running. That way we could push it when we needed to and lay back when we needed to as well.
Awesome. Well, Brandon, outstanding job tonight, sir. Great race from start to finish and a lot better outcome for you than last week. So once again, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you guys. And it's nice to have Lee on here with you, Robert. He's definitely a hype man for sure.
Oh yeah, I love it, man. I get goosebumps listening to him call the action, especially the last 10 laps. Not that he doesn't do good at the rest of the race, but the last 10, I sit back and go, "Be your man, have at it."
Oh yeah, I was sitting here after last week's race and listened to it, and it was awesome. You guys are doing an awesome job up there.
Well, we really appreciate it, Brandon.
Yes, we really appreciate it. But congratulations again on your 3rd place finish there. Does anybody want to give a shout out before I let you go, bud?
Obviously just teammates, Larry, Levi, Cody, Maxwell, and Ryan.
All right. Congratulations again, and we'll let you go and get ready for next week's race.
Yeah, you guys have a good one.
You too, bud. All right, that's our 3rd place finisher there. Good old Clark in the 85, Brandon. But all right, well, we got our 2nd place finisher here, Nick Crawford with Category 5 Esports Racing Team, bringing it home 2nd. Nick, Robert up here in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Well, man, oh man, how was the race out there for you tonight? How did the car handle? But my last question to you is that last yellow that came out, what a race off a pit road. I know you were driving the crap out of that car, but you bring it home second. But man, how was the race for you? The whole night.
Okay, well, starting off, I didn't have a lot of experience. This is my first time racing this track, so it was a learning curve at first. But once you start to get hang of it, you start gaining spots, and then depending on how the cautions fall, it gets better. I could never figure out 1 and 2. I know I kept holding up Chuck, so I apologize for that. But as the race went along, I started working my way up. Before that last caution, I was catching them. I don't know if I would have been able to pass. And then on that last pit stop, I actually didn't take any fuel, or I took like 3 gallons. So I think that sped it up a little, but I think I went from 5th to 1st. So
yep.
It was still fast.
Yeah, it was an outstanding pit stop, Nick, and got you out there in the first position. Here's what I want to know. How much testicular fortitude did you have coming out of 2 on the last lap to push it up high and race Brandon Clark down the backstretch into 3 and 4 and be able to save that little squirrel that you tried to dodge coming out of 4 and finish in second position?
It really started with, I think in the turns 1 and 2, Brandon gave a bump to Larry and he got slowed up a little, and there was no room down low. There was no way I was going low, so had to go with the momentum, went high, and then Levi came out of nowhere like a freight train, pushed me past him. And then in 3 and 4, there was a good 1.5 feet of net code between me and Brandon, and I think that's the fastest I've turned the wheel to the right ever. So that's how it saved it. And then I think he was just checking up a little to avoid any kind of crash that was happening, and that's how I got second.
Yeah, it was an outstanding save by you to stay in that second position. And then, Joseph McQuarter coming in 4th, but ended up on his roof after the start finish line and had a few words in the iRacing chat. But what a great race, Nick. And last week to this week seem to now be getting in a little bit of a groove. Next week, what are we looking forward to?
Next week, I will be working out here in Vegas. The casino's working, or they're coming back open on the 4th. So I'm going back to work on Monday. So I won't be here next week. But
look, I need to hook up, sir. I want to go to Vegas.
Right. If you want to come down to the Cosmopolitan, go ahead and call in the reservations. I'll be there.
All right, Nick Crawford finishing second here tonight. Congratulations, sir. Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to or say hello to?
I just want to say thanks to all these admins. They do a lot of work. I want to thank you guys for broadcasting. I hear it's really good. I'm actually going to go watch back right now. So, but thanks everybody for coming out. Everybody staying in the race even after crashing. It really means a lot to the league.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Nick. And back to you, Robert.
All right. Well, congratulations again, bud, for category E5 sport. 5 esports. Congratulations. I said that totally wrong, but congratulations again on your team, man, and getting second place. And we will catch you next week out on the track, hopefully there, bud.
Thank you.
All right. Lee, that was our second place, but let's bring up our race winner here tonight as we got good old Larry bringing home the victory here tonight. So we'll bring up Larry here. Larry, Robert up here in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, we talked to you earlier, man, and you explained to everybody out there under the yellow how the car was. So you really don't have to talk too much about the beginning of the race, but let's talk about the second half of the race. Man, what an ending to this race. That last yellow that came out, you guys went down and made that pit stop, and Jesus, man, what hard battling. But what more can you put into this race, and how was it out there?
Oh, it was pretty fun. I figured since Lee picked me to win, I had to get it somehow at the end.
There you go, sir. There you go. Thank you.
Just had to do a lot of blocking at the end. I got hit a little bit on the final lap, but it wasn't enough to really slow me down. But it was just chaos at the end.
So we had a few yellows tonight, 8 different yellows. And most of the time after those yellows, either you or Brandon Clark or Levi Cox was the ones leading off the restarts. And each and every time you or your teammates always had an outstanding restart. What was the strategy on the restarts?
Whenever one of us was leading, we would count each other down so we all can quickly get in line and try and pull away from each other or the pack.
And it worked multiple times tonight. I mean, that's one of the reasons I believe you guys stayed so consistently in that top 5 and really just controlled the race the entire night.
Yeah, it was a blast. Just a lot of riding around the teammates, and it sucks that caution came out at the end. I think we could have got a 1, 2, 3, but I think I'll take this.
Exactly, Robert.
All right, yeah, congratulations again, man. I know I'm supposed to ask you a question. Zach Hall told me, and now I totally forget, but I don't know if you remember.
That's how his performance was.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, how was it? I know I'm supposed to ask.
I don't think I saw him in the top 10 all night, so we're going to have to wait for next week.
Oh, I don't even know where he finished. Oh, he finished in 13th position, but yeah, he got caught up in that first yellow, unfortunately, so he couldn't get up there and battle with you. But anybody you want to give a shout out to or say hi or anything like that before I let you go celebrate this and get ready for next week, bud?
Yeah, my teammates this race, Brandon Clark, Levi Cox, Dude Conrad, and Cody Cox. Thank you guys for broadcast. It's been pretty fun watching them the last 2 weeks, and thank everyone in the league for putting this stuff on. It's pretty fun. Definitely the best league I've been in.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, we're privileged to, broadcast these guys, and I agree. There's a lot of good leagues out there, but, man, you guys put on one well of a show week in and week out here at World Series of Sim Racing League. So congratulations on getting your first victory here in Season 2, and hopefully you keep it strong and keep going and win next week maybe, or at least get a top 3.
I'll try. If Lee wants to pick me again, I think I'll go for the win.
I mean, I've got to ride the hot horse. You've got to ride that hot hand. So, yeah, you'll be my pick next week, sir. And until you let me down, you are my champion.
All right, I'll try not to let you down next week.
We appreciate it, Larry.
All right, you take care, bud. We'll talk to you in the next one.
Thank you, guys.
All right, that's a race winner there, Larry. I like to call him Larry the Beer Man, and congratulations to him on getting his first victory here in Season 2 here at World Series of Sim Racing League. We will now bring up our final results here tonight of this race here at Texas Lee, as get everything hit here. But all right, well, you can see Larry getting the win here tonight. Why is that not hiding? Oh, that's why. All right, we got Larry getting the win here with Nick finishing second. Brandon Clark's going to be bringing home third. Joseph is going to bring it home fourth after crossing the start-finish line, man. He went for a wild ride. I think he's down on the infield care center right now getting his head checked because he just went flipping and wrecking, and God knows where he winded up at. We have Chuck finishing fifth here. It's going to be Levi Cox in sixth. Troy is going to bring it home seventh. Didn't talk too much about him tonight, but, he had a good run. Bradley Allison is actually had a great run, top 8 at least, top 10. He's going to bring it home 8th. We got John bringing it home 9th. Jeff Hollinsworth was up there running in that 97. We actually thought that he might have had a chance, to battle with these guys, Lee, up there to get a win, possibly. He looked pretty strong, but he's going to wind up 1.2 seconds behind, finishing in 10th. So that is your top 10, and then you can see the rest of the field running down through here of the drivers as I go here, and we can see we had a total of 31 cars gridded here tonight at World Series of Sim Racing League. So all right, man, well, what's your final thoughts here tonight at Texas Motor Speedway here with the World Series of Sim Racing League, bud?
Last week we were at Michigan, outstanding race. Then tonight here at Texas, an outstanding race, and we're only 2 weeks into the season. I mean, how much better can this get week in and week out with the World Series of Sim Racing? I cannot wait till next week.
I can't wait till next week, too. But, all right, well, we're going to get ready to pack our stuff up here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting, where we do nothing but get freaky. I want to say, if you're new to the stream, make sure you on Facebook, hit that bell button and follow button and the like button of the video. If you're on the YouTube side, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell button for every time we go live. You miss none of the action with Brian Johnson, Zach Hall, Robert Moyer Jr., and Lee Tidwell up here in the booth at Freaky Fast. But we will be live again tomorrow with Sim Unleashed Racing League at 7:50 as they take on Indianapolis Motor Speedway for their race at 7:50 on Facebook and YouTube. But until then, me and Lee like to say thank you again. God bless everybody. We love yous all. Peace out.